Dakota News Now, your first alert station.
And at 9 o'clock, good evening everyone, I'm Brian Allen.
I'm Andrea Anderson. Billboards are viewed by people in many different ways. For some, it's a revenue stream. For others, maybe more of a distraction or an eyesore.
And controversy over the use of digital billboards has been an ongoing debate. One Sioux Falls resident tonight wants to have his concerns heard as the City Council prepares for a billboard expansion project. Cordell Wright looks into all of this in our top story.
If I decide I want to watch a good golf tournament and I'm looking at TV, I can just look to my left a few inches and watch the billboard too.
An interstate is really where billboards do make the most sense if you're going to put them anywhere.
For Russell Evans, a calm night is sitting on his deck and seeing green trees and wildlife on the other side of I-229. Now he has a new sight on the landscape.
That is a big billboard. It's kind of an eyesore for us as neighbors who bought these houses, and I've been here over 30 years. To look out and see this park every day is one of the reasons we stay here. And now to look out and see commercialization of this area is a little disheartening.
Sioux Falls City Councilor Greg Neitzert explained that in regards to this specific billboard, Camp Leif Erikson and the YMCA reached out to the City Council asking for the billboard to be placed in order to create another revenue stream.
Alex Jensen, City Councilor, brought that forward, and we did approve that carve-out so they would be allowed on interstates on a property like Leif Erikson so that they essentially have a sustainable funding model to be able to provide opportunities to children long-term.
For Evans, it's more than just the eyesore it creates in the scenery. It's the hazard of distracted driving for those on Interstate 229.
As we sit out here at night, we've seen plenty of accidents going into the S-curves north of 26th Street and also the Lincoln High School area. A billboard rotating down there is bound to keep people's attention on that instead of the road.
Councilor Neitzert believes the restrictions that are in place for electronic billboards makes them safe for travelers.
We have things where we don't allow blinking, we don't allow flashing, they can only change every so often. They dim, and so these are approved by the DOT. They are safe, and there is really no great evidence that they cause accidents.
Neitzert is also sponsoring an ordinance allowing for billboard expansion in specific areas of Sioux Falls, but it does have more restrictions in place, such as a billboard has to be 500 feet from any sensitive uses, which would include homes, and 600 feet from another billboard.
Major arterials in the south part of the city, the west side of the city, and maybe Highway 100. We're not talking about smaller intersections. That, I think, is going to put in a protection where you're not going to have a billboard just show up in quote-unquote somebody's backyard.
Both Evans and Neitzert encourage those of you watching at home to bring any concerns that you may have forward.
It's not just this one billboard. I can live with that, but as the new areas come to town, such as the Highway 100 corridor, which is being built, and there's some beautiful land along there, I'd hate to see hundreds of billboards go up.
In Sioux Falls, Cordell Wright, Dakota News Now.